Master's Residence. My name is Carol Watt. You already know who I am. I'm Mrs. Chancellor. People always wonder, what did I call you? I just said, call me Carol. Anyway, we're so happy that we can have these recitals again. It's been 2 years since beginning of 2020. I think we had 2 or 3, and then we had to cancel the rest of the season. So I'm glad we're able to do this again. This is actually our 14th season, and I think this is recital like number 8 maybe, and we have 9 more to go through the end of May. So we've had all sorts of music. It's been very exciting, and the students are always wonderful. So make sure your cell phones are turned off, and if you took food out there, can you just sort of scroll away until after the recital? I appreciate it. And we'll have a reception out there after the recital, and you'll have a chance to hopefully chat with Alexandre. Any questions you have, and mingle amongst yourself. So without further ado, Alexandre, would you like to come out?
Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here today. I'm Alex Tchaykov. I'm a first-year doctoral student in piano here at UCLA. I'm originally from Bulgaria, but I've lived all across the US from Atlanta to Chicago, and now I'm here in LA. I haven't even been here a whole year, but it's great, so I love it a lot. Before I start, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the pieces on the program, because they are related to each other in very interesting ways. So you'll notice the first 2 pieces are both titled variations. And variations is a genre in piano music that has a very long history, and so many composers have written different sets of variations. And the 2 I'm going to play for you today are representative of some very unique takes on this genre, I would say. So when a composer sits down to write variations, they start by having a single theme or melody, and as the composition progresses, they change elements of that theme while still retaining the original essence that you first heard when the piece began, so that we understand that it's being transformed over the course of the composition. So in the Haydn piece, you will actually hear 2 themes that he's varying. One will be a dark, brooding theme in F minor, and the other one will be more light and humorous in F major. And so you'll be able to hear this contrast, and it almost kind of becomes like a story between 2 characters as the piece progresses, between these 2 different themes. And then Webern, who is a 20th century composer, may be unfamiliar to most of you, he also wrote a set of variations, and they're very different because although there's 3 movements listed there, it only takes 5 minutes to perform the whole composition. It's really short. However, within that period of time, the variation, the way Webern varies the material is super compressed, and just every single thing you hear sounds like a variation of what came before. And it's all very kind of fast-paced and exciting, frankly. And then between the last 2 composers on the program, Webern and Berg, you might not know, but they studied with the same composition teacher, Arnold Schoenberg. And however, even though they studied with the same teacher, their styles could not be more different from each other, which you will definitely hear in these 2 pieces. Webern's style is more sparse and minimalistic, and Berg maintains a certain lyricism like composers such as Chopin and Tchaikovsky from the Romantic period. And then the outer 2 pieces are interesting if we compare the Haydn with the Berg, because this is Haydn's last composition that he wrote for piano, the very last one. So it's kind of like his last word about what this instrument can do. And Berg's composition is the first one that he, it's this opus 1, so the very first one that he published for the piano. And so even though these pieces were written at such different times in the composer's careers, I find they have a certain affinity with each other. They both have this kind of anxiety and searching quality. And so I thought them fitting to sort of close the ends of the program. So with that said, I hope you enjoy these pieces. Thank you.
Thank you.